why are we also fascinated about architecture in the city? I think for me, coming from a humanistic point of view, I think it's one of the most overlooked topics of our society. This might sound strange to the ear of an architect, but generally speaking, we live obviously in a built environment. What makes us particularly human is that we create environments, that we build them, and that we are born in architecture, that we live and love and work in architecture, and eventually die in architecture. Yet it's not really so present in our in the general conscious, and I think that's where I get interested, and also in the interplay of ideas, how something very abstract as an idea finds a very concrete realization in architecture. It's a very direct form of representation, and a very concrete one. It's almost like a virus. Once you start thinking about architecture, it's very hard to let go or to get rid of it, because it connects to all fields of society. You can look at it from a philosophical point of view, how I originally came to architecture via architecture theory and via my studies of philosophy, but then you could be a biologist and look into evolution, and you can find a connection to architecture. You could be a mathematician, you could be a musician, you could be an artist, you could be a sociologist. So to me, it's one of these kind of rare disciplines that connects to all the others, or at least you can create connection points to all the others, because it's so ubiquitous. It really defines the world we live in. Yeah, what inspires me in the work that I do, obviously the people that I work with, all the projects that I'm working on are co-productions. They're artistic co-productions. I don't believe in the single man that does everything, but it's teamwork. So what inspires me the most is the people that I work with. Obviously the content that we dig into and that we work on, but whether it's here now in Prague with the reSITE or the Goethe Institute or the different artists and architects that I work with or publishing houses, I think that keeps me doing what I'm doing. It's the people around it. I think that things are only developed in a team. You know the saying, like it takes a village to raise a kid, and that's the same with the project in a way. You need a lot of different players. Obviously, it takes a person to kind of bundle all the energy. That's very important. That role of the choreographer or mediator is what I often play in the work that I do. But I believe in the diversity of inputs. I'm creating right now a master's program in Amsterdam at the Sandberg Instituut, which is the graduate program of the Gerrit Rietveld Academy, which is an intrinsically interdisciplinary program, looking at the cut-up or the mixture of diverse elements and materials into creating something new, a new outcome. And this could be, I'm basically looking for participants from the fields of design, art, journalism, architecture, from all fields. It's all under the title of radical cut-up. So cut-up in the sense of collage, mixture, fusion, maybe carefully crafted juxtaposition, and the radical going, like literally speaking, etymologically speaking, back to the roots, to the radici of things, like trying to understand where do all these elements come from and what can we create out of them, what new can come out of what's already there. So there's a famous saying by Jean-Luc Godard, which very much describes my approach with the radical cut-up master's program in Amsterdam, is that it doesn't matter where you take it from, but where you take it to. So today, if we look at the cultural production that's happening around the world globally, it is very much characterized by such an approach. We live in a world of accelerated flow of images, of text, information and sounds, and which is unique in the history of mankind. And our challenge, our biggest challenge, is the new mixture, the new juxtaposition of all these elements, and creating then new layers and levels of meaning.